Welcome, wrestling fans, to Freedom, Wisconsin on River City's Community Access. The Lincoln High School Red Raiders, ranked number 4 in the state, are taking on the number 1 ranked Division II school in Freedom. My name is Scott Tesch. I'll be giving you Matt Side commentary along with longtime head coach and Hall of Fame member, Coach Lewie Benitz.
Thanks, Scott. It's going to be a little loud in here for us tonight. Maybe we should wait until this introduction is done here.
106-pounder Bryson Einerson against Garrison Murphy from Freedom. And 113 pounds, the Red Raiders have Victor Chisco.
Mitch Garvey,
a sophomore, comes out for Freedom.
and 120 pounds.
The match at 120 pounds. Patrick Spray, the junior, will take on a sophomore from Freedom, Nolan Gaffney. Now these are all potential items. They could all very well change. 126-pounder Max Benitz, your Red Raider, will take on a senior Mason Van Tiefel from Freedom. Now match at 132 pounds. 132-pounder freshman Bird Debo, your Red Raider, will take on a freshman Evan Bosters from Freedom. The match about 138. Cody Sawyer, a freshman, will take on a senior Cody Lorat. At 145 pounds, the Red Raiders have a junior Dylan Hall. He'll take on a fellow junior Sean Murphy. Match at 152 pounds, the Red Raiders send up Brock.
Brock Benitz.
Raiders send up Brock Benitz, a junior. And for Freedom, we'll have a senior Blaze Dahl. Now match about 160 pounds. The Red Raiders have a senior.
The Rapids, Peyton
Einerson will take on a junior from Freedom, Seth Foster. Matching up at 170 pounds, the Red Raiders have a junior, Jake Tim, who will take on another junior, Adam Foster. Now match at 182 pounds. That's where we'll start the duel. It'll be junior, Nate Fuller, and it'll be your Red Raider. From Freedom, Jake Van Grimsven, who is a senior. 195-pounder, a junior, Jared Mata, your Red Raider. He'll take on a senior, Ramsey Blood. 220-pound matchup, Cody Abel, a senior. He will take on Evan Philibek. Philibek is a junior. At 285 pounds, senior Bo Thompson will take on a sophomore, Alex Rohan. Goes to draw weights 182 pounds. How do you think that sets for the Red Raiders?
I think we're okay. You get one of your better kids in there, and this guy placed like 14th, I think, at Cheesehead. I don't know what to say. You know, Nathan tweaked those ribs a little bit, yet he's been practicing well, and he feels good about it. So I think getting a little momentum with this big crowd would be pretty important. I don't think there's anybody left in town in Freedom. They've got them all here, and that's good. They really did promote. They had the spotlight and little kids here, and it's good for wrestling. I'm looking forward to seeing how this comes out here.
Once again, you mentioned a full field house or gymnasium here. Actually, it's not a field house, it's a little gymnasium. And we have the Freedom Kids Wrestling program directly 2 feet behind us. And now they wrestle with a spotlight coming out. And you'll see the matchup. And in the dark, and we got to apologize for that because we didn't know that was going to happen.
I hope we're not going to wrestle in the dark.
And now they pop the lights back on, and you see Nathan Fuller. So we do apologize.
I'm not going to hear you very much neither.
Not with the screaming kids right behind us.
The whole kids program behind us. The bleachers are full. So here we go with Nate Fuller.
182-pounder Nate Fuller against Jake Van Grimsven. Fuller is ranked 9th at 182. Van Grimsven not ranked currently. And a good way to to start the match would be hopefully extra points for Fuller. Well, we'll see. We are as close as you are going to get. We're about 5 feet right outside the wrestling circle here.
Freedom's got a nice program here. They're currently ranked #1 in Division II, in front of teams like Ellsworth and Luxembourg. And Nathan's in on a nice double, switched off to a single. You got to keep him out here, though, Nate. Come on, get him out here, Nate. Come on, come on, come on.
Fuller got the leg up in the air, elevated. Van Grimson fighting hard with the arm, like a stiff arm, basically. Fuller trying to get a trip, goes into a blast double, and they go out of bounds.
And you're going to see that.
Small wrestling circle here, too, Coach.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. This senior here, he battled that. That should have been a takedown, and he battled that and battled that, and had a ball.
Arm going into a back trip by Fuller.
That was a nice takedown.
You're going to see 2 refs here in this match, the head official in each match, and then his assistant.
And the ref here, Skarda, has been around. He used to wrestle Zach back in he showed me a picture of them way back in the day at the Lakeland tournament. Had a boy, Nate. Had a boy, Nate. Walk him back out. Walk him back out. Walk him out, Nate. Take him in the middle, Nate. Take him in the middle.
Fuller's working him back towards the center of the mat. Now pulls him back. Now he's got the whole mat to work with here, going straight ahead. Now he's into a body lock with a leg caught. Takes him down to Fuller.
What a boy, Nathan. And we got 11 seconds left, so we want to keep him right here. That's a nice start for Nate.
That wrist control underneath, good position to end the period. 4-1, Fuller with a lead after 1. Obviously the Red Raiders looking for points here.
We're trying to get, got to get the win first. What's interesting, the referee is Skarda, and the other one's Skarda. That's his son over there, is the assistant referee.
1-point escape, free ride back to the feet for Van Grimson as he chose down. It's 4-2 now, Fuller with a shot in. He got stood up and backed off, and Van Grimson out of bounds again.
The small mat shows up there. Fuller's real explosive. He can penetrate real well, but you got to work him out. You got to get him. You can't be shooting towards the edge of the mat here, and that's
his best takedown. Double blast, double. It has to take some mat space to do it. Front head locked up by Fuller. Snaps him down on the mat. Straightens him out. Round the corner he goes. Takedown Fuller. Again, so is head coach Scott Benitz. And Grimson with a shot in, Fuller countered. 1 point for Van Grimson.
We got to be careful not to lose our intensity here just because we get ahead. 6-3, Nathan Fuller.
You got ranked wrestlers all up and down the lineups.
Yeah, well, they're 2 really solid programs. Fireman's carry. And he's got 2. He's got 2. And he's looking for more. He's looking for more.
42 seconds left.
Come on, that's a 5-point move there, Scott.
Big points there.
God, maybe that was a nice fireman's right at the edge of the mat. And you know what happens on the edge of the mat where you can't shoot doubles or singles? Fireman's, you bring those guys back in. That was perfect for him. 11-3.
Shut down by Fuller into a single again. You got 12 seconds to complete it.
Bring him back, Nate. Bring him back, buddy.
Grimson heading to the sideline.
Dump him, Nate. Dump him. Yeah. Not going to get it.
End of the period. No score. 11-4. Fuller after 2. Fuller goes down to start the third period.
Close to getting the pin there, I think. 11-4, Fuller starting the third period.
Caution, Van Grimson.
points, bud.
And Grimson with a wrist right. He'll hang out here for a long time if he can. Oh, and trying to hit a switch.
Nice
Scoopsall,
switch.
He's got pressure.
Nice switch. Step over. That a boy. That a boy, Nate.
There, he's got 2 in a reversal. It's now 13-4.
They're looking for pinpoints, but yeah, get to this side, Nate. Get to this side, buddy. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Well, he's got a minute 20. He's got time, but he's got to make it count.
Come on, Nate. Crank this thing. Crank it over. 13-4 is the score.
He never committed to hop off to that side far enough. He just
No, he didn't. You're right. Yep, you're absolutely right. I think now it's time to cut. We're going to see what Scott says. I think that's what you do. They must be going to try and turn him for a little bit, huh? 13-4.
Minute 2 left. Shot by Fuller, stops the first move.
Pretty dominating the match here.
And Grimson's job here not to give up any extra points.
No, they're not. Hopefully it's going to be that way all the way through here. You got to make that decision soon, Scott.
Warning, stalling Van Grimson. 28 seconds left. Can't get lazy here, Nathan. 18 seconds left. Still 13-4. A major on the board.
And I guess we're just going to take that, huh?
Warning, stalling Van Grimson. 1 point Fuller. It's now 14-4. That's the way the match is going to end. Major decision for the Red Raider, Nate Fuller, 14-4. The Red Raiders got 14 points on the board.
Pretty dominating, and maybe that's all we could expect there. They weren't going to give up extra points, and Nathan really controlled that. He really had a good match here. Boy, the lights go out here, and I can't see anything.
And then we got the spotlight shining right back at us.
We got a 4-point lead. The major, I guess, is a lot better than nothing.
Ramsey Boy with a load, ranked number 2 at 182 in Division 2.
He's rough too. What you're going to see is when he wrestled Abel, he'll pull down on that head.
12-6.
Yeah, maybe at least.
He lost 12-6 in a battle on the Bay in a 195-pound championship match. We've seen this style with Freedom, the 2-hand collar tie behind the head and just crank on the head.
Hawkeye style. Beat that head down until you make a mistake. They're looking for pinpoints here, obviously. We've got a JV wrestler in here, Jared Mata, who obviously is overmatched. But boy, that's the whole deal there. Get that head down, huh?
Yeah, that's all you're concerned about. Mata would have shot in.
Nada wrestled pretty hard, probably ill-advised shot, but
he's made a good look though to the referee.
He's going to get intimidated here, and that's their whole goal. Come on, Jared Mata.
Optional start signaled by Ramsey Boy.
Ramsey Boy will try and break him.
Prize down on that head.
For young kids, it's hard to understand that when somebody pulls down on your head that hard, you can't pull away from it. You got to drop those hips and get into it. That's a lot easier said than done. For Ramsey Boy, we've seen before. We've still got 5 minutes of this match left. We don't want to be here.
And Ramsey Boy takes him out seconds. 126 on the fall.
I thought maybe we'd go a little bit longer than that, but the whole point of that match was to intimidate Jared Mata. And young kids stepping on the mat and a real pressure cooker here. Ramsey Boy did what his coach told him to do. Pull the head down, get him in trouble, and then he got his elbow up in here and he took him right to his back.
And here we go again with the blackout. Cody Abel at 195 against Evan Philibek, a junior from Freedom. And we're looking for the same thing back from Abel.
I don't know much about this kid.
Philibek ranked number 10 at 220 in Division 2. Abel ranked number 3 at 195 in Division 1.
So we're a little outsized here.
Abel, a nice singling shot in. Again, he's a guy that takes a little room sometimes to get that blast double, but he picks him up, takes him down, and it runs him over.
They fight that takedown, don't they?
It's Cody Abel now on a collar tie. Philibek again with that 2-on-1, and Abel launched him right out of bounds. Philibek with that 2 hands collar tie around the neck.
Yep, they do that evidently. That's what they're coached with, and that's little Iowa wrestling. Intimidate, break people, make your neck heavy, and
use the forehead in there.
Yeah.
And Philibek's outside the mat again, and stays on the outside.
It's hard to get a takedown here with him wrestling the edge of the mat.
Now Abel's got the full length, got a single. Philibek looking to get out again.
Boy, Cody Abel.
But no call.
Could have been fleeing the mat just as well as the takedown.
Obvious as it could have get.
Yeah. Don't waste your energy trying to pull him on here right away, Cody. Cody doesn't have the great endurance, and we always kind of worry about that. Don't want to get used up here. 4-2 the score. Abel's wrestling up at 220.
And Philibek outside the mat again. And that's all Philibek has done is pulled down on the head. There was no offense involved at all.
Philibek's trying to do the same thing here. Pull his head down, pull his head down.
Body lock stepped in and a duck by by Abel. And Philibek again outside the mat. Contact comes out of Philibek.
We can't be using up all our gas in the tank here in this first period. No, don't take bad shots, Cody.
Comes up with an arm tie. Warning, stalling, Philibek backing off the mat.
Can't be taking those bad shots. That takes a lot of energy getting all stretched out like that.
Philibek tried to counter that bad shot by Abel. He ran out of time. It's 4-2 after the first 2 minutes. Philibek had the choice there. And we're going on our feet. 4-3.
Be smart here. Be smart here, Cody. My concern as much as anything is that he uses up all his juice here. Takedown here where you can't get, you know. I don't think Philibek has much of an offense. Cody's using up all his energy here. This isn't a good spot, boy. That takes a lot of juice. fast and energy shooting underneath a guy that's a weight class bigger than us.
And there you go, locked up tight, just pulling out ahead. 1:10 left, second period. 4-3 Able. Able's starting to look tired here.
Yeah. That was my concern right from the get-go. You gotta know how much you got, and they know it. Coaches are pushing, pulling that head down. Gotta tie up inside.
Switcher tapped on that takedown by Philbeck, and Abel ran out of mat.
And he had a nice switch going. That could have been. Cody doesn't have to keep chasing him neither here.
And Philbeck ran him out with a single. Abel shot in and got stopped coming in. 25 seconds left.
He took a long shot, got stretched out. Well, gets a takedown.
And there's the two.
Good thing we had to holler at the ref there. That was a takedown from get-go. Now, look at the score, Cody. Cody, hard start.
Caution, jump of the start, Philbeck.
Hard start, Cody. If we can get through this period. No, that's not a reversal. Game one.
And the clocks went out. Now the clocks went out. The period had to be just about done.
Not sure what happened. They sure didn't blow the horn. Both this clock went out completely.
One says 2.7 seconds, and it's got the correct score on it at 6-3.
There's not any time left. That time was off. 11 seconds.
Why do we have Abel down? That I don't know.
Did they give a reversal on that?
I would hope not, because there wasn't one. Well, while they get this straightened out, let's take this opportunity to thank some of these Rapids area businesses for supporting Lincoln High School Wrestling and the Rapids Mad-Baggers. Mortensen Brothers Farms Incorporated, Fritz Forest Products, the Benitz family, Carpet City Flooring Center, George Hathaway DVS.
I don't know how they got a reversal out of that.
I don't know how they did either. And the score is 6-3, so.
And I don't know what 750 means over here on this other
And that board
scoreboard.
is out. And now we're reprogramming time here.
This must be the start of the third period. But I don't know how the score. We don't even know the score.
Should be 6-3.
Cody, get some. Come on, Cody.
And they're going to cut him loose. Oh, it should be 7-3. Now they finally got that up there.
Cody. Come on, Cody. This ain't a bad place to stay, maybe.
Yeah, know where you're at here.
Minute 14 seconds.
7-3, Abel with the lead.
And both guys got a stalling warning on them, except Cody's has come late in the match, and he's kind of dying off here.
One headlock around the corner. Abel still facing. Out of bounds.
1 minute. Yeah, and Scott's got a legitimate gripe here. They stop the clock kind of when they want to. Pinch headlock. Don't get into this, Cody. 44 seconds. Come on, Cody.
7-3, Abel. And Philibek just dives right in and gets that second stalling call on Abel. 7-5 now. 7-4 now. Abel leads.
Come on, Cody.
31 seconds left.
We got 31 seconds here. Just high up on the inside, Cody.
Underhooks, Abel with a fireman's in there off the mat. 19 seconds left.
Come on, Cody. We can't get another stalling point.
No.
Come on, Cody.
Warning stalling, Abel 1 point, Philibek. 11.5 seconds left, 7-5.
We don't need this in overtime. Oh, no, Cody.
Time runs out, Abel survives, 7-5.
Wow.
That match seemed like that went forever.
Kind of like the Packer game. Win half and lose half. But we
Wow.
won the match. We won the match, and boy, it wasn't looking too good there for a while.
No, 7-6 the Doobie score.
Well, like I said right from the get-go, Cody don't have real good endurance, and he starts using it up. If you only got so much gas in your tank, you want to save a little. You want to spend it. And,
You want to
and-
wrestle with a pace to it.
and he was
Widen it out low.
and he was doing takedowns. It took a lot of energy, diving underneath. All I can say is I'm glad it's over. We didn't want that one in overtime.
No. This is Alex Rowan, a sophomore, and your red raider, Bo Thompson. Thompson ranked number 1 in the state at 220. He was ranked number 3 at 285. He blows into a body lock and just crushes Rowan's ribs.
Well, this is our stud here, no doubt about it. And he came right in, shot in a double, went right to a body lock, and he's got Roham in trouble here right off the get-go. And this, I would think if we were going to try and pick our surest bet to win a match here with bonus points, it would be Bo Thompson.
You're looking for a pin here. You're not looking for 4 or 5.
Bo's the real deal. You've heard me say that a lot, and I think we all know that. And Rohan's whole goal here is not to get pinned.
Right. He can save any points. Two near fall Thompson. He only gave him 2 out of all that. It's 4-0. Thompson with wrist control underneath. Thompson clearing the feet.
Bonus points are going to be the whole thing in this match. I mean, we won 2 matches, and they won 1, and it's still 6-7.
Right, we're up by 1.
They hit the edge of that mat. mat. They had practice right out on this circle. You can count on it. Justin Lancaster's a good coach, and I know him pretty well. He's going to try and get every little bit he can, but they use the edge of that mat pretty well.
Oh, yeah. And it's a small mat.
Interesting colors. It's green and yellow and black and Columbia blue.
That's what blue is?
Oh, it's blue.
Looks like gray to me.
It's maybe gray.
Well, Rowan survived for one period, not doing absolutely anything. And it's 4-0 Thompson. Rowan's choice, he's going down. They're going to put him up. Easier to get somebody to your back from your feet sometimes than it is when you're not trying to do anything at all wrestling.
We've always thought so.
Thompson, a little head tap into a body lock. Now crushed him
Keep
again.
him right there.
Put
Keep
him
him
to his
there,
back. Squeezing him up. That looked very tight right there.
I didn't think Scarter, the ref, was going to get over there for a while. That a boy Bo. That was a pretty sure pin.
Fall in 2 minutes 11 seconds for the Red Raider heavyweight.
Well, that's the bonus point that we were kind of hoping for.
13-6 right now, but this ain't done by no means.
No, but boy, that's those are 6 big points. And you know, I've always said wrestling is more of a team sport than many other sports because as good as Bo is, he can only score 6 points.
Right, maximum.
So now we're going back to 106 pounds.
And you got Bryson Einerson, who's honorable mention ranked Division 1 against Garrison Murphy, ranked number 6 in Division 2.
Murphy finished ahead of him in both those tournaments. So I suppose we'd have to think that maybe Murphy's a favorite here.
I would think so. Einerson was shot in, got stopped. Murphy with the front headlock, head to the side, picking an ankle around the corner. Steps across the leg, gets the takedown. Einerson took a bad shot. He shot down and from too far out, never got there.
Yeah, we've done that a little too much tonight, but that's Bryson does that too. He's pretty long, and guys that he's better at, he's okay in there because he'll squirrel around and get it. Murphy might be a tad better than average.
Yeah.
Oh, he's trying to hook up a cradle here right now. He might have it hooked up.
Einerson getting near fault put on him.
Interesting cradle, but he got his 3 points.
Yeah, basically used a 2-on-1 wrist control.
It was, yeah, you're right.
3 near fall, it's 5-0 Garrison. That's a big lead early in a match.
It sure is. It was just not a good shot. You don't put yourself in ugly positions there.
Ball in chain by Garrison now, driving Einerson around the mat.
Their goal is to get bonus points out of this match. There's no doubt about it.
Legs right by Garrison. And Einerson back to a base, trying to pull Garrison over the top.
He was gonna, yeah.
Give that a little more time. We got that.
Yeah. They're about the same size. They're both tall, pretty lean kids. And for you folks who just kind of tuned in, the Raiders are up 13-6. And going into this is a 106-pound match, and we're trailing 5-0. Over here at Freedom in a jam-packed house, this little town that's ranked number 1 in the state in Division 2.
Music playing all night long. They never stopped that. Potentially dangerous.
Yeah, well, you can't just throw your legs from all over. You can be a little careful.
Garrison outstarted Einerson.
They've obviously scouted. You're right. Now they shake that leg off right away. And they're under that leg. reason when they're there, not when you think they're there, you know. 5-0, minute 37 seconds left in the second period.
There's a cradle. Can he do something with it? Take your time now.
Is he hooked up? Is he hooked up
He's
here?
locked up. Garrison may be stronger than Anderson here.
Well, he knows how to counter the cradle. He's got that leg in there. There we go. Come on, come on.
Garrison's trying to break the grip.
Break him over. Knock him over. Knock him over.
Anderson just cannot turn him here.
He's countering that cradle pretty well. Now he's under his leg. Interesting call.
Garrison fought that for all he was worth.
He is interesting call, but we were still in a pinning combination. Right. 41 seconds left. Scores 5-0 Garrison.
Coaching staff said drive across him and knock him off his base, and Anderson just lets him stand up.
He's in pretty good shape here, but he can't get under to get that power half. No, don't, Bryson. Just wrestle. Don't try to get the ref to talk you into something.
Stanley.
Those are 5 big points right away. 18 seconds left. I think the goal now is to make it through this period without giving him any more points, an escape or whatever.
Sit down attempt now by Garrison. Gets in a sitting position, steps over the legs. Now Anderson throws the legs in, but he's up awful high. 8 seconds left. Now he's in a little better position.
He's in really good position, but there's this kid ain't going to give him anything.
And at the end of 2 periods, Anderson trails 5-0. It's Anderson's choice. And he's going on top.
I think we're better off. We got cradled up pretty hard there in that first period.
And they took us down from our feet. Anderson stands up again. Anderson trying to climb into the legs. He's up pretty high here.
Yeah, he is.
Garrison hanging onto the wrist and in a ball on the mat and not looking to do anything right here.
Now, there's a point here where he could get called for stalling.
You would think, because he just buried his head and is laying here in that ball.
Yeah, there's his goal is just not to get turned and
hopefully get a match one here.
Yeah.
Spiral right again by Anderson trying to get a
he's got that leg too high.
Gotta work that hip up.
You know, it's 2 evenly matched kids. It's just too bad we got caught up in that cradle in the first period, because that would be a hard time for us to win this now. And yet, Peyton has kind of dominated the last 2 periods.
Garrison is just laying here in a ball.
He is, yeah. And that's a hard one for the ref, but I would almost think he's called stalemate.
Sooner or later, he's going to have to make the better call.
Well, what'll happen, of course, is that Peyton is going to take some unnecessary chances here to try and turn him. He's going to get reversed. So it's kind of forcing Peyton to wrestle a little reckless.
Bryson, we may have said Peyton a couple times.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
Bryson.
She's calling Bob. Most of the kids call him Bob.
20 seconds left.
He's kind of controlled the
Warning
match.
stalling, but that's a long time ago. That's a long
protect that first period a little more.
Bryson Anderson go down 5-0 to Garrison Murphy. And that's 13 points for Freedom.
Last
And
call
it's
for
13-9 right now. The Red Raiders with a lead.
Well, the score was 5-0, but I think it was a lot closer than that. We got taken down and cradled, and that was the end of the scoring. And then Bryson, I think, out-wrestled in the second period, rode him out the whole three. Actually, rode him out 4 minutes, didn't we?
You rode him 4 full minutes.
But we still lost. And the score now becomes 13-9, the Raiders.
This is Mitch Garvey, a sophomore at 113. Garvey is honorable mention ranked in Division II against Matrix Gisco, who's ranked 5th in the state in Division I.
And I hope Matrix can pick it up. He wrestled an average match the other night against Stevens
spot here.
Yeah, and you got to bring it. You got to bring it a little bit now, bud.
Red Raiders looking to be favored in this match and the next one. And then it could go a while for Freedom to be favored.
Yeah, yeah.
Russian arm tie by Gisco. Drops down, didn't penetrate.
Pretty slow shot there. Come on, Matrix. Come on, bud. We haven't been in a match. Scott and I were talking about it. We haven't been in a match that we've been underdogs in duels, or underdogs, or there was going to be squeaky and testy like this one. We haven't been that. And our kids need that. I think they need that to understand. There's Matrix in a nice single. Don't lose his Matrix.
And Murphy had, or excuse me, Garvey had a Russian.
Yeah, I think it's Gaffney, really. But we got the takedown here. Oh, no, come on. Well, I thought that was a...
No, this is Mitch Garvey.
That's a takedown. You're right, I'm sorry. And we got the takedown. We had to work for that takedown, too, you know. I guess, you know, he's calling it consistent, though. You know, he's not giving points too quick, and I guess that's good. I guess I appreciate that. I think you get some refs that just start
flinging points around. That's out of control.
And then all of a sudden you wish you could take them back.
Because then the ref gets in trouble.
Yeah.
For throwing around points.
Yep.
And sooner or later he'll stop throwing around points, and then everybody asks why.
Yeah. Scardo's refed a lot. He's refs a lot of big tournaments. Whoa, pull that bugger out.
And in one period, 2-0, Gisco with the lead. Gisco's choice, either third.
Oh, they're going to go neutral. They chose neutral.
On their feet. I don't know why you wouldn't choose down.
Well, you know, Gisco does ride pretty tough. They've got a game plan, I'm sure.
Garvey's job here.
I'm happy with this.
Not looking to give up any points in this match either. He's pretty conservative here.
Yeah. He's trying to get a little hand control here.
Gisco in the better head position here. But Garvey with the tie-up.
Come on, Matrix. Well, they wrestle the outside of that circle. It's almost impossible to get a takedown for us out there. We take a shot, and the only hand that has a chance to get a takedown is the other guy. Unless you can hit a fireman's like Fuller did.
Right. So with a double-leg shot. Can he clear him? He does. He gets a takedown.
Shut my mouth.
Stayed tight to the edge of the mat.
Oh, he
just
did.
And cleaned him. Put him right on the mat there on the edge.
His power came into effect there. I think they're going to try and break him down and control him. I would, knowing Scott. And they must not feel real comfortable on the mat for them to take neutral. Not a boy, Matrix. jerk that
40
out.
seconds left.
Use some power
4-0,
now.
Gisco.
Use that power now, buddy. Get that arm out. These kids are well coached. He gets that other shoulder up. Come on, get the weight on that shoulder. 15 seconds.
Just go with the arm out a little bit, but Garvey stuffs it right back in there and it lays on his chest.
We got to get him here early in the period.
And the 2 periods, still 4-0 Gisco.
Matrix has wrestled pretty well here. And their goal, of course, is to stay in the match.
Gisco try to get to his feet. Legs ride by Garvey.
That a boy. Come on, Matrix.
Got him up over his shoulders.
Matrix.
And he snatched that head. He'll be all right.
Keep coming, Matrix. Come on, back out, buddy. So he's gonna get one. Hopefully.
Sometime at 1 point, Gisco on the escape.
So now it's 5-0.
Rushing with a front leg trip there didn't work for Gisco.
Well, we're trying. The goal here would be to get a bonus point out of this match.
Major, hopefully.
And they're going to be hard to take down. 1:14 left. Gisco's leading 5-0.
He's either going to have to go one to his back.
Oh, we got one right here. Get weight on that foot.
Stuff him on his shoulders there, Matrix. Put him on his shoulders. Oh,
Nice.
good takedown. I got to cut him loose and go again.
We got the takedown, though, so that was pretty critical. Now they cut him.
7-1 right now. Too far out on the shot by Gisco.
40 seconds left. You can't let him slow you down out here, Matrix. Boy, they wrestle the edge of this mat, don't they?
Yeah, and he just hung on to that headlock and never made any attempt off it.
34 seconds. Set it up, though. Set it up, Matrix. No setup at all. Just dove in. Wow.
That was a gimme takedown by Gisco there. 7-3 for Gisco leading. Yeah, we got 8 seconds left.
Wow.
Gisco's going to get the win.
Golden opportunity.
But lost some chance for easy team points there.
We had those. Just a poor shot. Just a slow shot. I guess we won. We better be thankful for that.
3 Red Raider team points. It's 16-9 again. And next up, probably 120-pounder Patrick Spray.
They're doing what they really. They might make a change here.
Nolan Gaffney.
We'll see who comes out here.
I'm not sure the point of this, shutting all the lights off and putting the blinders on us. We can't even see.
Patrick Spray, Nolan Gaffney. Gaffney not ranked, Spray ranked number 2 in Division 1. So you're looking for hopefully bonus out of Spray.
Really, he's a good wrestler. He's a really smart wrestler. He ain't gonna make mistakes.
A little shucked by Gaffney right to a heel pick by Spray, and he cuts him loose 2-1.
They're gonna try and rack up a few takedowns here, and they better be aware that Gaffney's gonna be out on the edge of this mat.
Slide by, and Spray ended up just stepping out of bounds before he got takedown. Spray with another shot in at the knee, trying to gather his base. Spray fighting through that head tie and takes him down.
Nice. And when guys are trying to get out of bounds like that, he did exactly what he should have done. He dumped him off that single, and that meant he just didn't drive him out of bounds, because these guys have been coached pretty well about if they're in trouble, let's head for the bleachers.
Yeah. Go off the door. on his feet. It's 4-2. Spray. Slide by. Takedown. Spray. We'll see what they can do with a ride here. See if they can get some points this way. And you
1
can
minute.
see Gaffney pulls the arm underneath and tucks it in, and Spray cuts him loose.
6-3.
Knee pick. Around
To the
corner
back.
he goes. Can he get him to his back? No.
Boy, he bellies down, don't they? Their goal is not to give up pinpoints.
Okey choke. Can we do something with it? No. Step down. Changes direction by Spray around the corner in the spin cycle. And Gaffney's half out of bounds again.
Milking the clock. Score is 8-4, and I don't know if we can get a takedown here. They're going to drive him out of bounds. Anything close. Get a new start, Patrick.
You're almost better off in that situation. Take all you out of bounds and save some seconds.
8-4. 24 seconds.
Gaffney backing up again. Sharp drag by Spray. Get a takedown. 18 seconds left. Spray looking for a tip here.
Come on, get it,
Legs
Patrick.
right, bar, underhook.
Yeah,
Near fall coming here by Spray.
We got 2.
2 near fall, Spray.
Got a boy, Patty. Score now is 10-4 at the end of the first period. They're going to take down. Maybe we're going to try and turn him. What are they, I don't know what the coaches are asking here.
They're asking to keep him down here. They feel they took off enough edge where they can.
And that's probably that's not a bad thought there, you know. If you just joined us, the Raiders are up 16-9 in the 120-pound match with Patrick Spray and Nolan Gaffney.
Spray walking that knee towards the head, gonna lock up a cradle now, near side.
They are well coached. He's got that hand underneath. It's hard for him to try
Traps
and
that head, trying to take him over the shoulder.
can't get locked up. There, I think we got her.
There, he scooped him up and could settle him in here. Spray's got a lot of time. There he is, pinned by Spray. And 2:51 on the fall.
Big fall by Patrick Spray here. And they weren't wanting that at all. That was
Six
big.
Red Raider
That
team
was
points.
big.
22-9 the dual meet right now.
So we got on a little roll here. We're up 22-9, and now it's going to get a little hairy for a
It'll be
while.
hairy. Right now, Freedom bench pretty quiet. But here's where the tide may turn a little bit here for them. They could build some momentum now. Max Benitz, 126 against the senior Mason Mantufel. Mantufel ranked number 7, Division 2. So we would be the underdog here. Now let's see if Max can do the slow down game. Russian time by Mantufel. Let's control an elbow for a while. Now Mantufel puts him in a front headlock.
Keep that wrist, Max.
Take down Mantufel.
Ooh, they're hunting that cradle out. This is kind of big because we just tried to fill that 26-pound spot. And so Max has cut a lot of weight to get down here and probably ran into a better wrestler. But what you do when you're a team, you do what you can to get your best guys on the mat. 1:12 left. And Manfeld released Benitz. Oh, he's trying to get a throw here. Oh, he's kind of taking it to him here. The score's 4-1. He cut him again. Come on, get a hold of him, Max. Get a hold of him. Slow him down.
Headgear comes down over Bennett's eyes, so we'll stop that with neither wrestler having an advantage. advantage.
48 seconds left here. Scores 22-9 Rapids, and we're going to be in a battle here for a few matches. You control the hands here a little bit, Max. Control the hand fighting. There, he's...
Antovo took a shot. Benitz countered pretty well. Got him to a standing position with a front headlock and took him out of bounds. 29 seconds left. First period.
Well, I know him as Grandpa, but I've seen him on his back before, and he don't give up pins like that. I think he touched down there that one shoulder. I think
it was up for a while because the ref didn't call it, and then he just rolled from side to side, picked the other shoulder up, and it wasn't a slow roll, there was a quick one, and the referee was waiting to call a pin.
I think so. It was touch fall. So that is what we wanted.
22-15 now. It's a whole different ball game now. Here's Evan Foster's a freshman against Berg Diebel, a freshman for the Red Raiders. Evan Foster's not ranked, but neither is Diebel, and Foster's a wrestling name from the Freedom area.
Two ninth graders, one probably a little more physical than the other. Boy, they beat on that head and move around a lot. So, come on, Berg.
Here comes the barrel roll. No, let's go to the elbow.
Come on, Berg. Come on, Berg.
Into a single is Diebel. Picks the heel, elevates, dump technique, went down to his knees, got a trip. Got to pick his head up from the back too. Take down Diebel.
I was afraid he's going to pull him on top of himself. Nice takedown. Diebel really worked hard to get that.
Diebel leading 2-0 with 1:06 left in the first period. This could be a huge match for the Red Raiders.
Yeah, it really could. It ain't going to be pretty.
Foster's a one-point escape, and he's got the underhooks on Diebel.
Know where you're at, Berg. Know where you're at. Keep that wrist.
There's the one. 2-1 Diebel.
2-1. 42 seconds left here in the first period. For you folks that just joined us again, the Raiders are up 22-15. We're going to go through kind of a rough patch right here. We've got 30 seconds left in the first period with Diebel from Rapids leading 2-1. They control the ties here pretty well. That's what happened in a couple of matches. Yeah.
Diebel with a reshot, trying to get a headlock with Foster.
Scary there, wasn't it?
Yeah, a little bit. He didn't have it locked up tight enough to throw him, though. That was good.
Then you get two freshmen, somebody's gonna make a mistake.
And the 1-2-1, Diebel of Rapids. Foster's choice. He goes down. I gotta hope if he comes up, you only give up one. You don't give up that reversal, and maybe you can get back. Caution, Foster.
Start, buddy.
Foster stands right up through Diebel to his feet. Diebel whiffs.
Nice. Took a lot of energy, but he brought him up and then controlled him pretty well.
And they're off the mat.
Can't keep Foster's down. he didn't have to call stalling that quick.
Stalling call there.
Almost just as well. Because if we'd have got another caution stalling point.
And then have to give up the reversal. Then you're behind. Now you're tied.
2-2. Come on, Berg. Come on, buddy.
1:02 left. Second period.
They're kind of looking for that head throw, aren't they?
Right now. Oh, nice shot in here. Steps through the trip, catch him on his back.
Recover.
Two, Devo with a takedown.
Wow. It was good recovery. He had good shape and then bad shape, and then he come back up on top. So that was pretty nice. He didn't. No, nope.
Wow. 30 seconds left. They're going to cut him loose again.
So it's 4-3 Debo with 20 seconds left here in the second period. It's a critical match.
Oh, yeah, it's huge. 7 seconds left. End of period number 2. Debo with a 4-3 lead.
Now we got a warning, right?
Yes, we do.
So it's almost just as well as we're down if we don't make too many mistakes here. Come on, Berg. No, don't switch. Now you want to keep your shoulders as far away from the mat as you can.
Debo standing right up here.
Now you can switch him.
Got a whizzer in here.
Oh, watch your head down. Keep your head up. Keep your head up.
Warning, stalling Bosters.
I'm not sure about some of his stalling calls here. That's almost a makeup call.
That could very well be.
Boy, we stay here as long as we could. Stay here as long as we could. Goal clock, minute 27.
Picking an angle as Debo gets the reversal.
Boy, that
reversal,
caution.
6-3.
That warning now is critical, isn't it? 6-3. So now if he gets a caution or a point.
6-4.
Cut him here, cut him. That's bold.
That's not a good call there. You can see he was going to cut him loose, but the referee had to get involved in that one and makes the match a different match now. 6-4. 37 seconds left.
No, it's 6-5.
6-5 now. Debo in at a single leg.
Watch a cutback.
Jump takedown. Debo with a takedown.
Boy, Debo.
8-5 with 22 seconds left.
Boy, he's wrestling a heck of a match.
Yes, he is.
I think now, what do? We got to just keep it and hope we don't let the ref make another call here. Boy, he's wrestling smart here, too.
Yes,
Isn't he staying back?
6 seconds left.
That a boy, Berg Debo. We're going to win this. Wow.
8-5 win.
That was a big match. That was a big match. Freshman Berg Debo comes up big for us with an 8-5 win.
And he didn't panic like maybe a lot of freshmen would in some of those scrambles.
Yeah.
And he wrestled really smart in there in some of those areas.
5, 6, 7.
A little more than a freshman you maybe would
3,
expect.
6, 5.
Yeah, well, he wrestled a freshman, so maybe that kind of helped.
One more time for $295.
Next
We're up 25-15.
5, 6,
Cody Sawyer and Cody Walrath, and we will be a huge underdog
Cody
here.
Walrath is a goer. We've watched him before.
He's ranked number 2 in Division 2.
He goes really hard. Well, we're going to see now if Scott's strategy pays off. Because they moved Maxwell down, got beat. And then Berg comes up big and wins. Now we got another freshman here.
And you're looking at probably 6 points going the other way here in all reality.
Yeah. Walrath his hard case. He's like Ramsey Bloy. He's going to come out and beat on Cody and try and get to intimidate him and try and get bonus points. I know that's what their goal is. We're up by 10.
Maybe not for long. Two takedown Walrath. Dylan Hall and the Sean Murphy match could be a critical match too for the Red
Yeah. Well, we got a lot of them.
Peyton Anderson and Blaze Dawes, a couple of honorable mention guys going at it. Anderson ranked 14th, Dahl ranked in the honorable mention. Brock Benitz against Blaze Dahl, so you'd be favored there. Peyton Anderson against Seth Vosters. Anderson a huge underdog there. Then you got Adam Vosters at the end. Jake Kim will be a huge underdog.
Well, they got a closer. There's no doubt about that. Adam Foster probably just got a couple of losses. Seth Foster's. So it's Adam Foster's, isn't it? But we're in a match out here with Cody Sawyer, a freshman, and Walrath, who we've watched a couple of times this year. He's just a hard case.
5-0 lead for
He's like Walrath. A lot of you. Yeah, it's a little unnecessary there in our face, I think. Wow. Come on, Cody. He's got that leg torque on it. He keeps that leg up there pretty well. He's a rough customer. What tournament was that when he and Berceau from Luxembourg met in the finals?
That I don't remember.
But Berceau beat him, but boy, it was a rough match.
You can see him throwing a forearm there.
He bangs on that face pretty hard. Watch his face there a little bit.
8-0 after one period.
Get a hard start here, Cody.
Sawyer's going down.
Keep that arm. Keep it, Cody. Again, we got another one of our freshmen out here. Boy, he calls that fast. I think he's a good rep, but boy, he called a couple of stallings on us when guys stood up on our feet there. I didn't know if it was necessary. I guess I don't have a lot to say about it. Come on, Cody.
Walrath.
Good boy. Keep battling, Cody. They're looking for pinpoints, obviously, big time here. Keep that arm. You're okay. Just keep it. Don't let go of it
now.
Keep it. What's the worst that can happen here?
Probably get another stalemate call.
Now, why would you do that? Overpowered.
Meanwhile, Freedom was able to do that in 2 matches, the entire match.
Near falls, so the score will become 11.
3 now, it's 11-0, 45 seconds left. Still, can you save a point?
Exactly, yeah. Boy, he bangs him in the face. It wouldn't hurt us to get a penalty point here, would it?
Sawyer got wrist control again here. And he goes stomach down. And
and the ref is talking to him, telling him to move up. Well, that's not his point.
Warning stalling. It's 12-0.
The best thing would be if he could turn us over and we don't get pinned.
And their coach told him not to turn him. And they're going to go both on their feet with their choice. 12-0, 2 minutes. takedown. Walrath, it's 14-0 right now. Now we could use a stalling ball, get it to 15.
Exactly, that's just what I was thinking. Hang on, Cody, hang on to this wrist. The ref's thinking, isn't he? He's saying, wow, do I give him this match?
Running, stalling.
And that gives us a win without a pin.
And 4:42.
That was a moral victory. So Walrath gets a tech fall.
5 team points. It's now 25-20.
5, 6, 7.
Another big match.
Last call.
Huge match coming up here. Sean Murphy, a junior. Dylan Hall, junior as well.
Off for Wisconsin Rapids, 145.
What do you have on this guy?
Sean
Murphy, well, since they turned the lights off, nothing.
Got nothing.
And now we got a lot of music all of a sudden. Sean Murphy have nothing on him, not ranked. Dylan Hall, not ranked right now either.
Come on, Dylan.
Hall is
come up
dangerous.
big.
And here we go with the 201.
Looks like that's what they want too.
Coming. All right back into a single, but they're on the outside edge.
Could be a wild one, Scott.
Yeah, I think so. Oh,
That's a
shot
nice
down at the
single.
knee. Front trip.
Get that arm out of there.
Huge takedown Hall.
Let him go. Let him go.
And they cut him loose. 2-1. 120 left.
Wow,
a shot
that was
right at the
nice.
knee.
Went right through him.
Huge takedown Hall. One thing with this wild, kind of almost out of control style is Dylan can get himself into some trouble this way too.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
Front headlock.
But he's got a little better endurance than Cody Abel, you know.
He'll be dangerous throughout the whole match.
Yeah, yeah. You're absolutely right, though. He wrestled a wild style, and he's really had some nice shots here, though.
Nice shot in again. Around the corner he goes, steps across, limp armed out. Cross face, lost arm. One more, 30 seconds left. They want 6-3. Dylan Hall. Hall with a shot right down at the bottom of the heel. Got it elevated.
Bring him back in, Dylan. Well, they counter pretty well. They counter towards the edge of the mat. 15 seconds. We don't want to lose this.
Out of bounds, but save some time. 10.5 seconds.
I think he's going to break this kid.
Didn't penetrate hard on that shot, though. Oh, around the corner.
Yeah!
No!
Holy cow. He had that.
Could have definitely had the 2, I would think. It's 6-3.
He wrestled pretty well. What are they going to do? They're going to cut him right now.
Give him a free ride back to his feet. As Murphy had his choice. 6-4 now. Oh, with a shot in again and got there. Now can he complete it? Body lock by Hall.
Careful, careful.
Stepped in
Nice.
front. Cradle by Hall trying. Can you get it locked? No.
He was going for it. I think they're going to cut him. Chances of scoring are better. 8-5, Dylan Hall. Team scores 25-20, Rapids.
Oh, and a counter. Stone Murphy on that shot.
And Dylan stopped that pretty well. He countered pretty good. We got to get these guys out on the mat here.
102 left.
sweeping.
Here by Hall. 20 seconds left.
Too late to cut him.
Yeah, you got to write him out now. You're going to give him a 3-point now and maybe another 3 point to start the period. Roll attempt, no good. Hall fires a half.
I think if we can get into a scramble in this third period, we'll be okay.
10-5 Hall after 2. Going down.
We haven't had one of these duels.
No, we haven't.
Caution and a false start on Freedom. Again, folks, the score is 25-20. And what's the call here? A nosebleed on Dylan?
Take this opportunity to thank some of these Rapids area businesses for supporting Lincoln High School Wrestling and the Rapids Mat Backers, Midwest Dental Care, Rapids Ford Lincoln, Remax Connect, Roger Buzz Pascalus, Safeway Bus, Scott J.S. Incorporated, Subway Street, Wisconsin Rapids Orthopedic Center, Cook Family Chiropractic, Fernbach Mogg Insurance, CO Day Photography, Homestead Golf Course, Niski Applewood Smoked Meats, Paper City Savings, Roger and Kathy Plowman, the Thompson Family, Accounting Plus LLC, Bullseye Credit Union, Chips Hamburgers, Culver's of Wisconsin Rapids, Danny K's Pub and Grill, and Dr. Michael O'Leary. Back now, Hall on the bottom leads 10-5, starting the third period, and we got a minute 59 on the clock, and I'm not sure why.
Minute 59.
Now we got 2 minutes left. That's what it should be.
Oh, they give us back a second. Come on, Dell. Just hit your hard stand-up, Dylan. This isn't the time to be fooling around with your back. Don't lose your base, bud.
Oh, with a foot down.
Don't reach over, Dylan.
Oh, trying to get those hips down and away. Murphy trying to counter with that single, stay on that leg. Oh, goes around the corner, gets the reversal. 12-5, now it's 12-6. Now Hall's got to go.
On the edge of the mat. And see, that should be stalling. There's no way we can score from here.
And they take just a show-me shot there, which is not anything offensive, just to make it look good.
1 minute.
Oh, around the corner in the spin cycle. Got the 2 to takedown. It's 12-6 now. Hall's up by 14-6 now. He's up by 8.
Just try and keep this. I think you should try and get one more takedown. Right now we got a 4-point decision. I guess they're just going to try and ride him out or pin him.
Murphy on the bottom just laying flat, and there's no call to make him do anything. He's just laying here. Can't lose it now, Dylan. Can't lose it now.
10 seconds.
Got the escape.
The score dog. Wow.
14-7. Hall gave up a team point at the end.
We probably should have cut him there earlier, but Shouldn't give up a takedown there. Wow.
28-20 in the dual meet. The Red Raiders lead. 3 matches left.
52, Brock Benitz. The Irish plays Dowell.
And here the lights go out again. Plays Dahl, a senior. He's honorable mention ranked at 152. Brock Bennett's ranked number 2 at 160, dropping down to 152 tonight.
Come on, Brock.
You can look for big points here, hopefully.
That was a quick shot. Boy, they're running, aren't they?
They're running to the edge.
That could have hurt. That could have hurt a little bit.
And look at him crawl to the edge right there. Side steps right to the edge of the mat. And he got out of bounds.
So what are they going to do? They're going to try and break him early, I think.
Well, if Benitz just gets a decision, it would be 31, and there would be 12 points left out on the mat.
And they're kind of pretty much favored in the last 2.
Probably pretty big in both of them. So you're going to have to get extra points here. And if
Don't waste time, Brock.
we could go to most matches won, the Red Raiders would have that. If Benitz gets the win here. And there's stay out of bounds again. And no effort to stay in. Sooner or later, you'd have to make that call. Blocked by Dahl. Collar tie by Benitz.
They're going to be pretty content just to tie up and stay here as long as they can. Come on, Brock.
Again.
Score is 2-1. Bennett's score is team score is 28-20, like Scott said. Come on, Brock, gotta score some points, buddy.
If Benitz can get an extra team point, it would be 32. Then the Red Raiders could not lose the dual meet unless they lose a team point somehow. Got to get extra point.
Come on, we got to score some points here, though.
Shot in by Benitz. Got it.
Both feet were in. How much did you want there?
Looked pretty close from our side of the fence. So that's right in front of us. Benitz got to get an extra team point here.
He's going to try to keep him down.
Stood right up, Benitz puts the legs right on, and he got potentially dangerous. Benitz steps in the legs right here, picks an ankle, picks that far side arm.
Oh, no. Dangerous on a pinning combination that we use most of the time.
Benitz again steps into the legs right, works across the body on that far side arm. Benitz now double legs right. One on the left side comes out. And Dahl lays flat on his stomach and lays there, and lays there, and lays there, and lays there. He hasn't even picked his head up. Stalemate call. 1:18, 16 left, excuse me.
Freedom kid is doing nothing but just keeping his elbows in. Brock is trying pretty hard to turn him. And the guy on the bottom is just kind of hanging, and the ref is doing nothing. And we could use another point here, Scott.
35 seconds left.
Finally, we get a point.
Finally again after another minute went by.
Boy, this match could get... There's no way we can score any points.
Again,
you know, the same thing they call a stalemate.
Score is 3-1. They're pretty slow about
Well, now we almost got to just keep him down here. There's 2
periods gone, 3-1, Benitz leads.
This guy has got one goal in mind, and that's to not to get turned over.
Benitz bases long, they cut him loose, 4-1. That's probably good. Now you got to get him to his back here, Brock, from his feet.
Scores 4-1. Boy, a bonus point would be big, wouldn't it?
A 5-point
come on,
move
Brock.
would be huge.
Yeah, come on, Brock.
Counter my man, short drag. Got the 2. 2 takedown. Benitz dragging his feet like a wide receiver.
Here we go. 6-1.
Point through his feet. 6-2 now. 1.5 minutes left. Benitz got to hunt this in a hurry. Shot in. Single leg. Dahl backs up off the mat. Can't flee it any harder than that. 1:26 left. Benitz can't wait. Got to go. Slide by. Missed.
Brock, we got to score.
Benitz got to go time to the back here. That'd be huge.
This guy ain't going to go to his back because he won't come out of position.
Angle pick. Forward roll. Benitz trying to catch him. He's got 2. 45 seconds left. 8-3 now. Benitz with a lead. Offensive move, Dahl's taken. Benitz puts him on his back out of bounds. 35 seconds left.
Come on, Brock.
Shot low down at the heel. Got 2 to take down. They got to cut him loose again. 25 seconds left. 2 takedown, Benitz. It's 12-4 right now. Benitz with a major sitting here. That's the extra team point. Benitz got to keep him down here.
Now to get this extra team point, like Scott says, we got to control him, ride him out here. And he's pretty tough on top. That was quite an effort there, getting that extra point. 10 seconds. I mean, this guy has done nothing the whole match.
Fresh restart, 3.5 seconds left.
So a big call. Give this kid a chance to score, huh?
Benitz 12-4 the major. 32-20. The most that Freedom can do is tie the dual meet. And the Red Raiders would have the win on the most matches won.
Well, that's a relief. But we're not going to do like the Packers did, right? And be real cautious. Team score 32-20. Rapids going into 2 matches that
comes out against
Freedom is probably favored in. Oh, they switched these 2 around. This is Jake Tim.
Jake Tim, the Red Raider, a junior.
So the Raiders are kind of rolling the dice here. Seth Foster's was ranked number 1 in the state, and Jake Tim obviously is.
He's a gamer, boy.
He is, yes.
Foster's ranked number 2 at 160 in Division 2.
So they weighed these guys both in a 160. Well, that's really all Jake probably is.
And you put Peyton Anderson up on Adam Foster's honorable mention at 170. Anderson going to go up 2 weight classes here.
Well, he really weighed in at 60. And that's where he wants to be, so
he'll go up 1.
Yeah. But this Foster's was ranked like 2 or 3 in the state.
I think he's ranked 2.
2?
Foster's with an arm tied up on the right side. Tim trying to fight this. Tip attempt now by Foster.
He's going to try and get all these points off tips.
They're going to run out of help.
Yeah, what is the team? Oh, it's 4-0. They had 14. I was a little scared there.
4-0, Tim trails.
We have given Jake Tim a lot of accolades the last couple of months here. He's improved a lot. He's not our star, but he could be a star tonight. And he's battling pretty hard against one of the best in the state. And we got 8 seconds left. Get through this first period, buddy.
On the battle on the bay, he came through with a match against Russell was ranked 6th in the state at that time, and Jake Tim gave that guy everything he could handle and only lost by a point at 4-3.
Yeah, he'll battle. They're going to choose neutral, and we're down 6-0.
And now they got the right time. Scorers having a hard time here keeping up with score and time, so
well,
take a quick break there.
If he could keep from getting pinned, it kind of ices it anyway for us.
Foster's with a shot in hard, got a takedown.
Pretty hard shot.
And they're going to cut Tim loose. Arm drag. And single leg. And a takedown for Foster.
But they can't afford just to go takedowns.
And like I said, Coach.
That was tight.
Free.
That was tight.
Green air fall. It's now.
Should be 13.
13-1. It's like the slow electricity. Takes a while to get to the.
That scoreboard is slow. Yeah, you're right.
Warning, stalling Tim.
What was that last match?
Yeah, really.
Uh-oh. This is tight.
Then he got caught on a 2% cough. And he got pinned in 16.
So it all comes down to the last match here.
Well, Coach, if the criteria is most matches won, the Red Raiders have that locked up. If that's the first criteria.
That should be the first criteria.
The Irish, Adam Foster.
What is this guy? Is he ranked at all?
Foster is an honorable mention.
But so is Peyton, right?
Peyton Anderson ranked 14th right now. Right now, Freedom has 5 matches won, and if they'd win this, it would be 6. They could tie the dual meet score at 32 apiece. Red Raiders have 8 matches won.
Well, we've seen Peyton here before, and he ain't going to give this one up. Take him to his back, Peyton.
2 takedown Anderson.
The typical Peyton Anderson takedown.
It looks scary.
Yeah.
Step into a leg stride, and Foster's trying to step out of it. Peyton again reloads the legs on the right side, but Foster's got hand control.
1 minute left in the first period here with the Raiders leading 32-26 at 160 pounds. It's the last match of the night.
170, Coach.
It is. I'm sorry they moved him up. But it's still the last match of the night.
It is still.
He feels comfortable in here, don't he?
Yeah, he does. His shoulders are almost as exposed as Foster's are, and he hangs right in here. Power half now. Oh, lost that. 20 seconds left. Anderson up 2-0 on a takedown. He may be taking a little mellowing out of Foster's here a little bit.
Oh, I think so, yeah. And then who's getting juiced here? It's not Peyton Anderson. He's got a bad ankle. So ride him. I'll get a hard start here, Peyton.
You see Peyton Anderson stretch more joints out and back and muscles out any oddball way you could think of anybody. Foster's to his feet. Anderson's got to get him to the mat. There's a warning stalling.
Wow. And how many seconds was that?
1. Stalling on Anderson with 1 second left in the period. Wow.
What did they start with? 8 seconds left?
Yeah. And it's 2-0 Anderson with the lead. They're going on their feet to start the second. Foster with a deep shot in here. Anderson again, right to that legs. Foster's ran right out of bounds. Technical violation, play in the mat. Foster, 1 point Anderson.
That was kind of a makeup call maybe, huh?
That could very well be.
Oh, a double, not good.
Anderson forces his way on top, has Foster's in trouble on his back. Can he pin him here?
Boy, he's a bugger in here. Was he on his back? Got taken down with a double, stepped over.
Got both arms hooked now. This is tight now. 1:10 left. Pin for Peyton Anderson in 2:51.
Wow. Boy, he's a piece of work. He got taken down right to his butt off a double.
Off a deep double.
Scooted around, and got the fall.
Wow. Barn burner of a Domi, Coach.
Well, it was, Coach, and then we talked about our kids haven't been in a match like this year. I think it was good for them, good for wrestling, good for the crowd, and good for us.
Oh, great for us. Here's how the new meet goes. At 182, that's the drawaway. Nate Fuller with a 14-4 major over Jake Van Grimsden. Cody Abel, Jared Mata in at 195. He got pinned by Ramsey Bloy in 126. At 220, Cody Abel hung on for a 7-5 win over Evan Philibek. At 285, Bo Thompson a pin at 211 over Alex Rowan. 106-pounder Garrison Murphy got a 5-0 victory over Bryson Anderson. 113, Matrix Gisco a 7-3 win over Mitch Garvey. Patrick Spray a pin in 251 over Nolan Gaffney. Max Benitz got pinned in 142 by Mason Mantufel. At 132, Berg Diebel, key match in a dual meet. He took out Evan Foster's 8-5. 138, technical fall given up by Cody Sawyer, but he saved a T-point to Cody Walrath in 440. Seth Foster's after he got caught. Then they moved Peyton Einerson up to 170, and Einerson puts away Adam Foster's in 2:51 with a pin, 38-26. And like you said, Coach, we haven't been in one of those. That's like the old Rapids Pulaski, Rapids Merrill, you know, those type of dual meets for a little while.
Well, two of the better teams in the state, I think. Number 1 ranked, and actually we're ranked number 3 now, I see today. But that does looks pretty good on our resume. We had, I don't think we had anybody not give it their best effort. And I say the same thing for Freedom. They came, they did what they had to. They wrestled the edge of the mat. They didn't give up bonus points, and I guess we tried to do that too. But we had some huge matches. You pointed out a couple of them, but I'd have to think that Patrick Sprague getting a pin was pretty critical.
Right.
I would think that Berg Diebel coming up with a win there, you know,
that was a freshman match you would have thought in at best.
Yeah. Dylan Hall's match, I think, was pretty critical. And
then Brock Benitz able to, with about 14 point for a major decision. That was critical in a short period of time.
Yeah, that was right at the buzzer, I think, there.
And then you come up with Peyton Einerson selling away the dual meet with a pin, and like you said, Foster was in there deep on a double, had him lifted off the mat, and somehow Einerson, in that funky style that he's got, stepped across somehow with his hips, caught Foster's on his back, and he never seen the light of day again.
Well, that, you know, we were going to win it even without that, but that's Peyton, you know. I don't know if he'd have been the underdog or not. I think it might have been a toss-up. But he turns defense into offense pretty fast, and he did it 2 times earlier, and that one there. When you got a leg guy, you're not going to take him down with a single. You take him down with a double.
Yeah.
And Foster's got in really deep. Really deep on a double.
Hold on,
really deep on a double. So that boy, I got a lot of friends around.
That's a fan, I think.
Yeah. But he turned that around and was able to get the pin. So I just think, and we kind of forget about those first matches. I think Nate Fuller come up big right off the bat, and Cody Abel wasn't pretty. He got a nice lead, but as we talk about, his endurance isn't good, and he used up too much gas in the first period. Yeah, and then didn't get it, and then we kind of take for granted Bo Thompson. You know, he's a man, and
a hammer that you need.
He is a hammer. So that was pretty nice. Nice way to have a dual meet for both teams. I thought that both teams wrestled pretty good, and I think we had a little bit more depth than they did, and I think that was pretty critical.
Well, Coach,